Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. This is Chef Scott. Today I'll be preparing for you a beautiful French toast. I'll be dealing with my whole grain rye bread, and I'll be showing you how to make it. As you do know, French toast generally will have like a cinnamon or a nutmeg. One of the things that is very good about cinnamon is that cinnamon works very good for your heart, and it's good for your actual respiratory system. Another thing about with the nutmeg is also good not only for your heart and also for your respiratory system, but it's a good actual additive to be able to utilize. Let's just say for making your breath smell good, and it's a natural product. Both of these are great spices to be able to use, and I'm sure that you'll enjoy it once you see how it's added to the French toast. Okay, so I'm going to begin. I have 2 eggs here. And the first thing I want to do is break both eggs up and put it into the bowl which I have in front of you. Egg number 1. And I don't want to crack too much. There we go. And I want to discard the actual shell. And then egg number 2. There we go. Whoopsie. And I'm going to discard the shell. And then what I want to do, I'm going to utilize my fork. Normally I would utilize beaters, but the actual egg beaters. But I'm just going to utilize the fork to beat the actual egg so it gets really beat real nice and good. Because again, it's important when you're doing a French toast, you want to be able to dip your actual bread into the actual yolk. And as it's being dipped in the yolk, you want to be able to mix and blend in evenly. So if you notice, you can see how I'm actually blending it in, and it's becoming one solid color. And that's what you want. You want it to be a one solid color. Okay. What I did, I already have together, I have placed in my actual container here, nutmeg and the cinnamon. So they're both together. I'm going to be, really it's about, I'd say about a tablespoon with both of them in there. I'm going to whisk it together also. And I'm going to have it in here probably as much even as possible. Because you don't want to have big chunks when you dip it in there. At least I don't. And we're almost there. There we go. The reason I'm utilizing this bowl today is because I want to be able to lay the actual bread in it flat. And as you see, as the bread's laid in flat, it'll actually absorb it. I want to turn my heat on my stove. If you notice right over here, I have the stove. I want to turn the heat on to like a low medium. So it'll be right there because I don't want it to cook too fast. And again, obviously I don't want it to cook slow either. Okay. So I just want to make sure that you can get a chance to see the exact pan as I'm actually cooking it. Alright, I got some unsalted butter I'm going to be utilizing, and this is even though it's a non-stick pan, I'm going to be utilizing this this unsalted butter so that it gets actually into the pan and cooks great flavor into the actual bread. And let me get my little plastic utensil because I don't like using utensils that can scratch my non-stick pan. It's very important that you, like I said, utilize utensils that won't scratch your pan. So as you'll see, I'm just kind of taking this actual butter around in the pan real nice and good. So we're going to get it really nice in there. Cover that bottom real good. There we go, there we go, there we go. While that's heating up a little bit there, I'm going to bring the camera in a little bit more closer. Not that you can't see, but I just want to give a good angle so that you'll be able to see exactly what I do. Okay. There we go. Okay, so now I have, if you see, I have my mixture together. I'm going to take my first piece of bread. I'm going to actually place it into it. So we're going to place it as I lay it flat and place it into it. We're going to let it soak a little bit. We don't want it to get soggy, but let it soak on that side real good. And then we're going to turn to the opposite side. Let it soak on into there. And the reason why I'm pressing a little bit is to make sure that the actual egg gets down into the actual bread real nice. Yeah, that's real good there. And then another thing that's good about the whole grain bread is that it's not flimsy anyway. Just make sure I get this butter around the pan real nice. And okay, I'm going to actually kind of drain, as you see it dripping off of it. And actually drain a little bit there. And as I'm draining it, getting that off of it, I'm going to place this into the actual pan. All right. Let's go here. And all right, I'm going to utilize another one, the other piece of bread. Put it into the actual mixture. Turn the mixture over a little bit like that again. Make sure I have both sides real nice. Not too thick. I'm going to drain off some of the extra yolk and put it in my pan also. So both pieces are placed into the pan. Make sure I got a good, nice angle here. Okay. Now, don't be afraid to let it just sit there for a minute, because what you're doing is you're actually going to be cooking the flavor from the actual butter and also the flavor from the actual yolk with the cinnamon and nutmeg into the actual bread, and that's what's going to make it really a good French toast. And when you think about it, that's what French toast is. It's actually a butter. It's an actual bread that has the egg cooked into it, and it also has like the cinnamon and has nutmeg. Now there are people who like to put sugar into it or other things, but this is, like I said, a heart healthy French toast, and I don't want to add any sugar. I don't want to add any of those sweets. That'd be too much. Not the raisins or anything. So I'm going to let that sit there just for a hot second, and then we're going to flip it over just momentarily. So that's what we're looking for. After flipping it on the opposite side, we want to make sure it had that nice brownage to it, and that's what we have, so that's real good. That's what we're looking for. We'll be ready to flip it on the opposite side, and it should be through just momentarily. And anytime you're doing an actual French toast, you want to make sure, like I said, it's got your egg cooked into it, and also the seasons, that you can see where the actual cinnamon and nutmeg is mixed together and cooked into the actual bread. Just take a little peek. Oh yeah, beautiful, beautiful. And let's see on this side. Beautiful, beautiful. And that's what you want. It almost appears to have like a sear to it, and that's what you want to be able to have with your bread. So it looks real nice. It's evenly balanced, cooked into it. Like I said, cooked practically to perfection. Now I'm gonna get ready to remove this from the heat, but the first thing I do, always, I turn off the actual stove. So now my stove is turned off. I'll show you exactly how I go about doing my plating. And I'm gonna remove this actually from the actual heat. There we go. Place it in my plate. Make sure you can see the plate and everything like that. Bring it a little bit to the light. There we go. I'm gonna move this off the actual stove. And then I'm gonna place this one here on top of this extra piece of toast right here, or French toast. Now what I normally do, I take my actual French toast, as you see it from in this angle here. I'll just put it a little bit closer so you can take a look at it. What I normally do is take it and line them both up together. I do a slice in the middle. It'll go right across. And remember now, this is still hot. Slice across the middle. Take both pieces and just simply move it on from one side to the other. Give it a good layer. Take that off the edge of the plate. Don't want anything on the edge of my plates. That's just not good. I don't want anything on the edge. Okay, so I have my French toast here, cut, placed into the middle. I'm going to take right here, I got my actual syrup, about a tablespoon of the syrup, which is a dark syrup. Dark syrup is a lot healthier than just other syrup. And you see how I actually mix it together.
And as we begin to pour our delicious syrup, as you can see, it's just dripping on it so wonderfully. And this is how we make a beautiful, perfect French toast. Simply delicious and nutritious. On behalf of the Food for Thought Network, I'd like to say thank you all for joining me today, and bon appetit. Chef Scott out. Hope to see you again. Bye-bye.